What up, everybody? Yes, I am back. We got another draft for you, a part of this big tournament. This is draft number 297, the Rush Hour 2 division. Let's go. And we are inching in on the 300 division. Ow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And let's see who shows up first in the chat today. I haven't been going live at this time recently. Been going live a few hours later. We got a draft right now, obviously, and then we got a draft coming up in just a little over 2 hours. We got 2 drafts planned for tomorrow. All of them are $10. There's a $10,000 first place prize that everybody is playing for. Yes. Okay, letting some peeps know that I'm live right now. Sharing the link just in case. And for those who don't know, I see some peeps on TikTok. We're also live on YouTube. That's where you can see the board a lot better. Hey, Crispy in the house. What up, Crispy? Bro, been a little while since a triple dipper, huh? Dude, me and you triple dipping today, Crispy. I like it. And Papa Tex. Papa Tex is also triple dipping today. We got a bunch of people double dipping, but only 3 savages in all 3 drafts today. Oh, yeah. And for all you TikTok peeps jumping in, this is a super flex draft where you can start 2 quarterbacks. That's why you see the quarterbacks going early, just in case anybody's already wondering, because I'm sure some of you are. And any questions, feel free to throw them in. I'm liking my start so far with Barkley and Walker. I have no idea how Hampton dropped so far. Greenhorn, this is the Sleeper app. And, well, it's on the computer, but it's the Sleeper app. Shout out for the follow, Greenhorn. I'm almost back on the clock here. I locked down my 2 starting running backs, and the world is my oyster as of right now. Can do whatever we want here. Where's Crispy at? Man, I'm glad. Crispy, you, Acro, you guys are all at the opposite end of me today. I mean, I'm right next to Brown. Tonight's draft, you guys are all away from me as well, too. Finally, you don't have to draft next to Crispy. 3 picks in front of me. Let's see where they go. Papa Tech said that he's driving, so he said he's just setting his queue as time goes on. So he's gonna be auto for a bunch. And Crispy said, I miss Hampton, got too excited on Burrow. Dude, like how did everybody miss on Hampton? I was debating him at the 2-3 between him and Walker, and I went Walker over him, and then he goes like 12 picks later, damn near. And JD, yes, this is a super flex draft where you start 2 quarterbacks. So, yeah, the quarterback's definitely getting valued a little bit higher. And what up, Rob? He said, fast draft was good. I've never seen Hampton fall this late. Dude, it's never happened. Like, he's never fallen that late. The 3-1? Like, dude, no. It never happens. And Odysseus the Third, what up? No, I don't play Fortnite. No, I don't. Cali Jam in the house. What up, bro? And Jamie said, Rush Hour, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And it's not mouth, it's mouth with the F. And Tony said, who's better, Javante? Who's better, Javante Smith or Devonta Williams? Bro, you're making my dyslexia kick in super hard on that one, man. Oh, man. That shit's good. That shit's good. And Denuge, rate the 112. T. Law, Hampton, Genty, Smitty, Garrett Wilson, Tate, Chig, Price, Down, Stripling, Lemon. Yeah, all of those starters though. I usually just rate the starters. I feel like, a guy like Chig. I mean, I feel like he could do good, but like I wouldn't really want him to be like my starting like guy. I'll probably say that's a B. I mean, you do have solid bench, so I mean that's always good because if a couple of those guys hit, you can either like package a couple of them up, try to like tier up, or you just have like really good depth. And Odysseus the third. This is a fantasy football draft. I got to do it. We're just going to lock down Mahomes. T-Lon Mahomes. Let's get it. Jamie saying, never touch a black man's radio. Man, the first one's still the classic. We did so today, Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3 are the drafts going down today. Pretty awesome. Cali Jams and Hampton falling that far, but only 3 other times. I know I haven't been 2 of those times. Oh, dang. Okay. Not recently though, right? And I'm a slow draft, fast draft a long time ago. Like I can't even remember. And Tony said Makai Lemon, Zach Charbonnet sound like alcoholic names for sure. Makai Lemon definitely sounds like some kind of bitter taste in like alcohol. And Zach Charbonnet, dude, sounds like a fine wine. And Denude said everyone pass downs on the bench. Yeah, for sure. Jamie said Rush Hour 4 should be dropping soon. For real? Did they talk about that? I don't know, man. Chris Tucker's getting too old. And Jackie Chan's old too, but I don't know. I don't know about Chris Tucker, man. I lost a lot of respect for him when I found out he hated people who smoke weed. Like, that kind of sucks, man. That's smoky. And he hates people who smoke weed.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
Dude, the squares. One square has hit twice already. Can't believe that for the forward and reverse. Yo, Hollywood in the house. What up, bro? And what Odysseus saying? So what's his game called? It's a fantasy football draft. Ravens just scored. Ooh, Randall. All right. Callie GM said fastball times for me was not long ago. You weren't in that draft. The other was a few months ago. Okay. Was I in that draft also? Man, pisses me off, dude, when cool stuff like that happens. I'm not a part of it. Trap Bros, what up, man? We're about to smoke for the Trap Bros. I am pick 10 in this one. And boom, said Saquon, Genty, Cook, pick 1. Pick 2, actually. Saquon and Cook in that order. So I'd order them Saquon, Cook, Genty. Tony said, remember when Cooper Kupp was being drafted second round, sometimes first round? Dude, I mean, he came off one of the best seasons ever for a wide receiver, though, Jamie said they pushed back filming, but they should start sometime this year. Okay. That's a big throwback, man. That is a big throwback. And shout out to Trap Bros for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'll just call you M Elite. CMC fourth pick PPR. I'm not opposed to it. Like, I know a lot of people are scared because he's injured. Well, I mean, he's not injured. He's like hurt right now. And they're being super cautious with him. If you're drafting like within the next couple days, I'd probably just pick Amon Ra or JSN. Puka dealing with all this bullshit also. Injury plus, other shit. But I would say if you're like not drafting for like a week, then we got a week to monitor CMC and wonder if we need to still be nervous or not. Yo, shout out to Jared and the Who Dat Nation. What up, my brother? What is going down, bro? You getting ready for these drafts? You need to be tapping in on these drafts, Jared. You should probably do one or two of them. I know they're different than the exact style that you do, but trust me, bro, like even if you only take this as $10 for like practice for like your draft, trust me, it's worth it to do a couple of them. Cause like the mocks are just BS, man. Like the mocks are super BS. Like they never turn out how real drafts are because everybody just waits on quarterbacks. And Mr. Mendez said Josh Allen in the first. Oh man, you don't know about the 2 QB leagues, bro? That's what this is. It's a super flex league where you start 2 quarterbacks. And yeah, Jarrett, we got 2 tomorrow. Do you want? Let me see where you at. You're in Central. 6 o'clock Central or 8 o'clock Central or 10:30 Central. And yeah, Mendez, yeah, it's a 2 quarterback league, bro. Yeah, 2 quarterback league. And I'm pretty sure that I have you down, Jarrett. Let me just double check though, but almost positive. Yep, 30th at 1 p.m. my time, so 3 p.m. your time, right? Yeah, Jared, all those are p.m. None of them are morning, so either 6, 8, or 10:30 p.m. All right, here we go. Give me the 8 Central. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to shoot you a text right now. Almost on the clock. Oh, dude, the 8 Central, that's the 300 division. That's going to be a good one to be in, bro. Last year, number 300 was our final division. Now, we still got 3+ weeks to go. All right. Ice Tray, what up? Thanks for the follow. I don't know why, and it just made me think of it. I just thought of "Don't Be a Menace" when he like introduces an ashtray, introduces himself to the to Daishiki. She's like, "Would you say your name was Cigarette?" So Ice Tray made me think of ashtray. All right. And Chris, we said ETN looked good. Fire against the ones today. What was he? Did he go against the ones? I was. Yeah, I've been so busy today filming these drafts. I didn't even pay attention. I was going to catch them on replay. Zim said no Acrovan in the draft, so QBs went a little faster. The first draft tonight, I was in take a third QB in the 8th. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, today's draft. I mean, this one, not today's because you were talking about today's, but no, this one right now. Yeah, dude. Acro. He's he's all over it. He's all over it when it comes to the QBs. And dude, if you get like everyone who's won this tournament has had 2 QBs that balled the fuck out in week 17. And let's see, Chris Hansen catching Preds. I like it. Who went 11-2? I mean, what do you mean 11-2? We're not even that far. We're only in the 6th round. And he said QB in the 4th doesn't make sense. Yeah. And Jared said, so it's a 2 QB league is a super flex. Yeah, I mean, it's just easier for me to say that because some people don't even really know what a 2 quarterback league is on TikTok. But yeah, it's 2 quarterbacks. So that part will be a little bit different for you. Quarterbacks will go a lot early. But here's the thing. Like, just think about like any kind of like sport, like let's say we're doing, football and you're running with like weighted pads, and then you take the weights off and then you're just like going crazy. Like, dude, even doing halfway decent in a 2 quarterback league, it's going to make the single quarterback league so much easier. So much easier. And Cali Jams, I know it's Bijan, Chase Brown, Hampton, Bijan, Bijan, Hampton, Henry. Yeah. You brought one of those teams up, right? Was that one of the teams that you had me grade after the fact? And Jared said, because I took the kicker out of my league and add another flex position, so QB would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, you didn't add it. It's not a super flex though, right? It's just like a normal flex where you can like, play a running back, tight end, wide receiver, like just like that, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and see, and trust me, dude, I know everybody is gonna have way more fun with the double flex versus the kicker, dude. Like, I mean, nobody really likes playing with kickers. Like, people pretend like they do, but they don't really like it. Like, they just go along with it because like there's nothing fun about a kicker unless like that kicker somehow like wins you your week, at the very end. And Patrick, Javante, and Lad for Genti. I mean, no, like not right now. It's just like the worst time to be making trades like that. And Glatt said Hampton in the third, no way, bro. I was talking about that like when it happened. Like there's a 2 quarterback league, and like, dude, people like zeroed in so much on the QBs that they totally missed Hampton in the second half. Like, dude, Sean got hooked up and he could have, I mean, the 2-12 and the 3-1 went back to back, so I mean, he could have picked him at the 2-12 and then he technically didn't fall out of the, second round, but. And Jared said, I don't know. To me, 2 flexes and 2 QBs is crazy. Well, bro, you're gonna think that this draft is crazy as well because we have 10 starters for offense and then 5 IDP. I have a bunch of IDP rankings on Patreon, but if you just look at a couple drafts on YouTube, you'll be able to see like when the IDP guys go, some names that you should be looking for outside of my rankings. But either way, like there is a $10,000 first place prize, so you should be taking it seriously. But even it being practice, like really the first 15 rounds are going to be the most important for you. Hell yeah. I said, turn me on. Let's dig in. That's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about. And just jumping into the deep end, man. Like that's a big thing with this, just jumping into the deep end. Because it's going to be a fun draft. Some parts of it might get a little frustrating, but yeah, it's good practice. Good practice. And Dan said Kraft or Kittle. Probably Kittle. I mean, Kraft still isn't even 100% like ready for week 1. They said that there's a good chance that he'll be back for week 1, but he's still nursing like some injuries. And Glatt, so what do you think about Flowers this year? I mean, he's a little banged up right now. I like him more with this new regime. Like, I really feel like this new regime is going to be so good for the Ravens that we're not going to get such a boring like offense. Like, I mean, their offense has been really, really boring for the last couple years. Like, we get spurts because of Lamar, but I just think their passing game is going to be like so much more in play this year than previous years. And like they're even talking about how they're going to get Derrick Henry involved in the pass game. Like finally, finally, like he could catch. It's just he's not a good route runner, but like get him the ball where he does, like get him the ball with like a little 5-yard pass, man. Like, that's all he needs. He gets any kind of space, he could turn it upfield. Zach said, I can't believe Rice fell to me at the end of the 5th round. Bro, me neither. Me neither, bro, because I really thought that I was going to be able to swoop Rice right there at the 5'10". You swooped him right in front of me. I'm not mad at getting McConkey and Garrett Wilson, though, as my 1 and 2 for waiting. I'm glad that I took the quarterbacks where I did, because, man, if I would have waited, like, I mean, they quarterbacks completely like fell all the way off the hill by the time it got to the 5th. It said, sorry, no worries, bro. I expect it, man. I expect it. I expect it. And Callie Jam said, just don't do it. Just don't do it around Cooper DeJean. And Zim said, with Kraft, Packers also tend to play it safer on players returning from injuries. Yeah, definitely. And they got I'm blanking on the backup's name right now, but they already got another guy who they'd be okay playing, because he played for Musgrave, dude. Like, man, like when Kraft is hurt, even before that, like, man, like they like Musgrave enough to like not rush Kraft back, you know, and potentially hurt his ass. Let's see. Where are we gonna go here? Yeah, dude. QB's completely already fell off the map. And Milo in the house. What up? Liam, should I trade Puka for Chase? I mean, I'd rather have Chase, so I guess, but yeah, I mean, yeah. And is it Jai J says, this one of your leagues or is it for viewers? It's one of my leagues, but like I'm always like, I'm not like the other content creators who like play in like 1 or 2 leagues and like, hey, I got a viewer league. Like, dude, I got like dozens of leagues that you could join and be a part of. And this draft that we're doing specifically, I don't stream them every night, but we have them every night on the weekends, multiple per day. They go down at, well, when there's only one draft per day, they go down at 9:00 Eastern time, and it's only $10. And there is a $10,000 first place prize, and top 100 teams are in the money in week 17. And Glatt for sure, dude. Yeah, but I'm getting him late if I can. Like, he's someone who goes in like the 20s. Okay, there we go. I'm looking good through 8 picks now. I got 2 running backs, 2 top end running backs. I got 2 top end quarterbacks, and I got 4 really good wide receivers, man. I'm feeling good about this draft so far. Crispy said, trying to figure out how to get Chase and Puka on your team or just don't trade. Exactly, man. Yeah, because I really don't want to. I mean, dude, like, I'm going to have to start saying that more, right, Crispy? Like, I don't want to trade Puka for Chase. I want to figure out how to get both of them on the same team. Much easier said than done, for sure. But like that should be the goal, not trading one for the other, because you're just swapping top guys and you're just hoping that you get the guy who ends up not being injured, you know? Noah said, is Henderson and Watson for Bucky a good trade? Nah, I would just hold. Like, it kind of is, but nah, I would just hold. Milo said, let's say I get Puka in the 8th in a 12-man. What's the strategy there? 2 running backs. Yeah, I would be going back-to-back running backs more than likely. And I mean, it's tough to know who's going to fall to that spot, because in a 12-teamer, you probably have like maybe like 6, maybe 7 RBs go first. So like in the first round. So, I mean, it's probably like Saquon is probably the most likely in that spot. And if he's there at that spot, number 2, I'm taking him for sure. I mean, I took him here at number 1 at the 10 spot. And that was because I knew I'd be able to get someone good that I wanted still, but I wanted to prioritize Saquon. New offense. Still the best line. Yeah. And Jace, how do you feel about Watson this year? I mean, to me, he's still a little bit blah. I know he got paid, but like if I have him as like my flex or a bench player, I'm feeling good about it. But outside of that, like wide receiver 2, like I would not feel good about that. I almost wouldn't feel good about him being the flex either. Neil said, I'm pretty sure Walker's fallen to me. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Saquon over Walker, but yeah, dude, Saquon, Walker, Hampton, Chase Brown, like any of those 4, you're feeling good leaving the second round with Puka plus one of those guys. For sure you're feeling good. And then the next round after that's tough because it just depends on how many running backs go in between. But you might be looking at a Breece Hall, at an ETN, at a Kyren, at a Javante. Dude, Reed getting his white boy Lamar on. Dude, was that like a 20-yard rush that he got in there? There's nobody on the QB spy on that play. Like he was like, it was like nobody even saw him take off until he was almost in the end zone. All right. Here we go. 9th round. And Ice Tray, I'm new to fantasy football. Should I try to trade Bowers for Hampton? No. And Ice Tray, how new are you? Like brand new? Is this like your first year? One thing that I'd really recommend, it's great getting the free advice. I'm going to be here doing live streams a lot, so you'll be able to get like, advice when you come into the live streams whenever. But if you really want to dominate your leagues, go sign up for my one-on-one fantasy service. It's at 420crew.com. It's Patreon. If you're familiar with that app, you want to sign up as an elite, an all access, or an ultimate supporter, one of those 3, and then you get my direct cell phone line. And like in the off season, we'll be talking obviously, but like during the season, you need help with starts and sits, waivers, like any of that, you have my direct line. Yeah, dude, it's my first time doing fantasy. Yeah, man. I mean, if you got a couple bucks to invest, I would definitely recommend go signing up for the one-on-one service so you can get my phone for direct one-on-one contact, like literally anytime I'm awake. And Trevor said, what is this draft? It's a $10 best ball draft. It is super flex, meaning you can start 2 quarterbacks. That's why the QBs went so early. And it also has individual defensive players. Looks like 1 has been taken so far, but I'm sure we're going to start seeing some come off the board in the next couple rounds. Angel, I'm stuck between Bijan and Gibbs. Who would you recommend, or should I get a wide receiver first pick? Well, the only way that I would get a wide receiver like first pick is if you start 3 wide receivers. If you don't, you got to go Bijan or Gibbs. I'm still on the Bijan side, man. I mean, I like either one of these guys has the opportunity to kill it. There's a couple more mouths to feed in Detroit. Like both guys can go for 15 plus touchdowns. Both guys can go for close to 2,000 all purpose yards, 9th round, baby. 9th round. Trevor said Bijan's top dog, but Gibbs has an easier schedule. Gibbs does have an easier schedule. He does. All right. Let's lock down Chris Godwin. Like I said, and a better team. Yeah, but better team. I mean, when you're the best guy on a bad team or a mediocre team, I mean, those guys can ball the fuck out, man, because like everything goes through them. Yo, Alex G in the house. What up, bro? And Christian said, why QB so early? It's a super flex league, meaning you can start 2 quarterbacks. And Jugger said, is this a draft with your boys? Was totally a draft with my boys, but like all it's because I have a big community like of peeps. So none of these peeps I know offline. Like everyone here is like a part of the fantasy football hustler community. And anybody could get into these though. Like there's let me see who in here. Detroit fan for life. That's Zach. He's coming in from TikTok. And there's been a whole bunch of people coming in from TikTok recently for these drafts. And SC, you think the 1-2 draft pick turns better than the 11-12? Well, I always like getting the higher draft pick. Like you have to hit, like no matter what. But I would rather have the higher draft pick when I can have it. I'll draft from anywhere and I'll win from anywhere. But the higher draft pick's always where it's at. This one's tough. This one's tough. All right, screw it. Let's get some Kenny G in the mix.
Oh my god! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
And let's see. As said, Team 3's faded. Well, it's just because you probably don't know it's a 2 quarterback league it's a super flex league where you start 2 quarterbacks. But now that you know, now what do you think? And Zim, he said, I definitely recommend paying for a Patreon subscription. It's helped me with trades and avoid mistakes I see other people make, like not trading the same position for the same position. Yeah, dude. Like that's one of the things I really try to steer people away from, making those like wide receiver running back trade, wide receiver running back for wide receiver running back, or running back tight end for running back tight end. Like those are like literally the worst type of trades that you can make. And yeah, I got to stop people from making those trades. And Lugger said, not a fan of the 1-6. I mean, the running back's definitely not the best, but it's a pretty well-rounded team. But yeah, the running backs, I'd be a little nervous about them. But still, I mean, having David Montgomery as your number 2 isn't horrible. You know, like I've seen like worse running back builds like than that for sure. But is it only because of the running backs, or like what would be your beef with that one? And that's also what's tough about drafting in the middle. Like you see like how many of the good running backs went off the board. Probably would have taken Hampton instead of Henry there. I don't even know. Maybe she didn't even notice because Hampton's usually gone at that point. What up, Brown? I knew he meant what up, guys, but say what up, gays. And Crispy said the crackhead trades. Yeah, man. Shout out to Angel for the follow on TikTok. Preston said thoughts on Burden. I would try to buy the dip on Burden. I mean, he should be drafted a little bit lower than he was before. So that's the good thing. And even if he misses a game or two, as long as it's only a game or two, you know, that's not that wouldn't really be an issue. And Angel, what do you think about Malik Neighbors? I like him. I mean, the thing that's tough is, I mean, you're probably gonna have to draft him in like the second round in a lot of drafts, like maybe like early third. You know, like especially it depending on when your draft is. Like the earlier your draft is, like the later you'll be able to get him. But like once he starts getting back into like the normal like 11 on 11 drills or whatever. And we start seeing like more footage of him catching the ball, like his price is gonna raise. Milo, Dak, Henry, Javante, Puka, Igbuka, Kraft, Moore, Aubrey, Seahawks D, 8th pick. What are you thinking? I mean, I like it. I'm really nervous that you got Puka and Igbuka. Both guys are like hurt right now. So, I mean, that's something that I would be a little bit nervous about. But, I mean, it's pretty well rounded. Pretty well rounded. And I bet you got Dak hella late. And Amato said, why are you drafting defensive players? Because there's defensive players in the draft and it makes the leagues more fun. That's for sure. More players, more points. In this league, there's not more people to trade because there's no trades, but adding defensive players into your league makes trades way more likely to happen because there's so many more players that could be put in the mix for trades. And DB21, who should I take at the 104? I don't like the news with CMC and Puka. Well, yeah, for sure. But like when you drafting, because yeah, if you're super nervous about those guys, you go with Amon Ra or JSN, and you get the upside and you just limit your risk with those guys. Like I do that if you're drafting like real soon. But if you're drafting in like a couple weeks, like we still have close to 4 weeks. Like it's like 3.5 weeks before the season starts. So if you're not drafting for weeks, I would just be paying attention to the news. And one thing that you guys could do, if you guys want to stay in touch with like all the news, go subscribe to my Patreon. That is pretty much like a private social media for those who don't know, but it's 420crew.com. You can subscribe for free during the off season. And like literally every day I'm rounding out the news. And like you'll get a whole you'll get a whole email with like all the news for the day. And during the season it's going to be even more on point because there's going to be more stuff to talk about. All right, we got Jacoby here. And Monroe, win or loss. Brock and Saquon for JT and Loveland. Loss. Well, it's neutral. Like neither one of you won. Like you both won and lost on players at the same exact time. So I'd say it's even and it's neutral. It's a tie. But those kind of trades you want to not make. You don't want to make them. And user said, bro, the guy picking third is out to lunch. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that you're saying that because you just assume that this is a single quarterback league, right? It's a 2 QB league. And neighbors, Dart, Kyren, Jamar, Watson, Warren, Downs, Bucky. How's the lineup? I mean, it's okay. Downs being in your starting lineup makes me like super nervous. I mean, if it's anything less than a 14 teamer, that makes me like crazy nervous. All right, let's go Kittle as my second bench player. All right. And Crispy said there's a pandemic of crackhead trades, especially right now because people are bored. Zim said I like my IDP starters I got in the earlier draft. Bolton, Bond, Landman, Henley, Van Ginkel. I mean, that's a super, super solid, top 5 for starters. And Liam, 103, Jamar Puka. I'm on the Jamar side for sure. A lot of issues with Puka right now. I'm not scared to pick Puka, but I definitely wouldn't be putting him over Chase. And Treek, should I be looking for trades with wide receiver room, Ladd, Flowers, T. Higgins, and more? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't necessarily be looking for trades. Like, because you're talking about like wanting to improve the wide receiver room. And you went, I mean, I'm assuming you went running back heavy, right? So like, yeah, you ride it out, man. You ride it out, especially with Ladd. Like, dude, what if Ladd ends up being a top 12 guy this year? Like, so close to a top 12 that it's like, it's amazing. I know, like, if the Chargers end up doing Charger things, which they always do, they should be really good during the regular season, All right, we got some time now. Got some time now. Treek said RBs are Hampton, Genty, and Dowdle. I mean, Dowdle said all the recent comments are worrying me. About Hampton? Yeah, dude. McDaniels lies all the time, bro. Remember when he said that they were going to have a 3-headed monster in Miami and then A-Chain got just like fed like crazy? Like, what's he supposed to say during training camp when you want all of your guys trying to do good, you know? Yeah, Corky said bong in a draft. Well done. Yes, sir. He found the right spot. Corky, make sure we only have a few follows on TikTok today. Let's make sure we hit the follow, guys. Because I will be your best resource during the season. There's a lot of scrubby content creators, especially on TikTok, who like, I feel like a lot barely just started playing. You don't want to take advice from a lot of these people. I'll tell you that much. And there we go. Shout out to Corky for the follower. About to smoke another bowl for that follow, bro. And Squalls, how do I join you in a mock draft? Well, this is not a mock draft. I don't waste my time on mock drafts, unfortunately. But these are only $10. We do these in place of mock drafts. So it's $10 per draft, but there's a $10,000 first place prize. It's actually going to be more than $10,000 because once we reach 300, that's when it officially we hit with the $10,000 prize. That's what we had last year. This year we're shooting for more because we still got 3.5 weeks of drafting. We still got 3.5 weeks of drafting. And Connor said, why is everyone taking QB in the first, second, third round? It's a 2-quarterback league, super flex specifically, but you want to start 2 quarterbacks and you don't set your lineup in this. It's best ball, meaning your highest players get put into the starting lineup. The app does it all for you. And so that's why some of the people are even taking 3 quarterbacks kind of early. And Corky fading A-Chain this year. I'm personally not. I think people are undervaluing how good he is. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely not fading him. Like when I did my rankings for running backs, he's still inside my top 12. Like, I mean, he might be close to 12, but it doesn't matter, dude. Like, man, we're talking about a guy who could go upwards of like 60 plus receptions. You know, like he's definitely the best player like on that team. So like he could flirt with 10 touchdowns. You know, I mean, I know Miami's not going to be that good necessarily, but like when you got a rushing quarterback and the defense has to account for that, it always gives the running backs more room, whether it's in the short pass game or the rush game. So, yeah, I'm not fading him. I mean, I'm not picking him in the first or anything like that, but I'm definitely not being scared of him. Like, dude, even his coach, like, I know he was joking, but he was like, yeah, I told A-Chain he's going to be getting the ball like maybe like 40 times, you know? He's like, I told him I might have to carry him to the locker room after the game. Obviously, he's joking, but like, he's going to get fed. Like, that's all that means to me is he's going to get fed. Hey, Jay in the house. What up, bro? What is going down? And hey, John Fern 69.
69, dudes.
What do you think about having Barkley and Cook, Igbuka, Javante, Burden in a 12-man? That's solid. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about you having Igbuka and Burden because both of them are like really banged up right now, but you know, I mean, those running backs are nice. They're nice. And Corky's receiving upsides unmatched in the situation last year was bad too. For sure. For sure. I feel like it's going to be better this year. I mean, you know, like Tua, you know, Tua's Tua, man, dealing with all the concussions and stuff. And you're not like all the way on the field all the time. It is what it is. Hey, Nick Von B on Facebook. What up, bro? Said, sorry, I missed you last night. It was all good. I ended the stream like super early. And he said, would you draft Tootin and Scat this year in fantasy if the opportunity comes? Yeah, but I don't want them as my top guys. I'd be wanting Tootin and Scat as like a potential flex. That's where I'd be hoping to draft them. And Squalls, if you got 12 teams in best ball, does your league end before the playoffs? Well, so here's the way that it works. So week 14 is the end of the regular season. And when what I do for the best ball, it's a big tournament. And if you are in the top 4, of the league that you are in, you make the tournament playoffs. From there, it's the top 50% moving on from week 15 to 16, then same thing from week 16 to 17. And then week 17, top 100 teams are in the money. Top team is going to be winning $10,000 or more, depending on how many drafts we get done. And the top 5 teams are all going to be over $1,000 in cash prizes. And then it's top 100 that are getting paid. And CPS Bowers or McBride. Bowers, Bauer. I'm nervous about him. He's got to stay healthy, man. That's been his Achilles heel, is not being healthy. And Jay said we're gonna be here for a minute. We still got one more draft tonight. Yeah, I don't. It depends on when my wife gets home, but I should be here at least through a little bit of the next draft. Probably not the whole draft, but I'll be there for a little bit. And is it Riot? Monrog Buka for Jamar and DJ Moore. No, I hate those type of trades. Wide receiver for wide receiver. No. You're just moving pieces around. You want to get a more efficient trade that actually helps you improve something. Because Jamar and Amon Ra, I mean, dude, they're so close. Like, obviously, Jamar is like a couple notches higher, but like Amon Ra could finish number 1, you know? Cali Jam, Jack Campbell, Brooks, Gray, Ernest Jones, Bush, Cashman, Eric Wilson, White, Elias, and A+. Yeah. For sure, dude. Round 13. Where are we going with this pick? Screw you, Crispy. Man, I really hate this pick, but I'm going to do it because of all the injuries. And Nick Von B says, say it was your turn to draft and pick position. What would you pick first? Running back, wide receiver during this year's draft. I mean, this year more than any year, if I'm in the second half of the draft, I'm going running back. If I'm in the first part of the draft, maybe not. But if you're like, if it's a 12-team league, pick 7 to 12, I'm going running back almost the entire time, man. And Nate, who you taking 109 in a 12-man? I mean, it's tough because it depends on who falls. I doubt JT falls, but if him or CMC falls, I mean, definitely those are the picks. If Amon Ra or JSN falls, I mean, definitely those are the picks. If none of those guys fall, it's either like Saquon or Ken Walker for me there. I would also consider Hampton and Cook. And then with the second round pick, like any of those guys, but also putting like Genty and A-Chain like in the mix as well. Because you got to have like a collective like group of guys, you know, because you never know who's really going to fall there. And Miles said, who would you take at 10 and 10? Dang, did you hear what I just said for the dude who asked who would I take? Pick 9 out of 12? Because it'd be like the exact same answer. All right, let's pick up Woody. All right, I'm looking good on my offense. So I'm guessing Miles did not hear. You did not hear what I said, Miles? Nate said I'm looking between Cook and Genty. I mean, I'm going Cook over Genty for sure. But I'd be going Saquon over Genty. I'd be going Ken Walker over Genty. I'd be going Hampton over Genty. I got Genty in the top 12. He's just closer to 12 than he is to 5. And that's where you're talking about drafting him. And Nate said, as a Seahawks fan, Ken Walker is 1,000% going to get injured, though. Well, you realize that, like, there's a good chance that every single running back in the league who's a starter gets hurt, right? Especially, like, everybody in the top 12. There's, like, a realistic percentage chance that everybody inside the top 12 gets hurt. I hope you know that. And it's because they get crazy volume. And as a Seahawks fan, you're playing with your heart when it comes to Ken Walker. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. And Nate said, can't remember the last time he had a full workload. Yeah, I mean, also something in Seattle, though. I mean, the way they run the ball, also just very, very different because, like, I don't know. I feel like until last year, dude, I mean, when has their identity ever been more of a passing offense? You know, like they're just grinding him just grinding him right into like the face of a mountain. Like most times, like a lot of times there wasn't even a lot of creativity with like a good portion of his play calling. It's just like dives right up the middle, like running into like huge ass linebackers getting blasted, you know. Not saying that that's not going to happen in KC, but you know, it's a pass first offense, you know, over there. So it's going to be just a whole type of different offense. And Marin, if you do what's it called, a screenshot, then you're able to zoom in, but because it's on the vertical, it's pretty hard to see. But if you come over to YouTube and you go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, I have the horizontal version, so you can see the board a lot better there. Dang it. And Nick said, because we do forwards and backwards in our league, so you know the 10-person picks twice. Yeah, for sure. But the 10th person also gets the 10th best person. Like that's the, you know, like if you're first, you get the first best person or whoever you think is the first best. And the first pick, if it's a 12-team league, you're the only team that has 3 picks inside the top 25. Very valuable. Very valuable. And Dami, who would you rather have, Jalen Warren or Swift? Swift. Yeah. And Marin said, what is that glass thing? Vitamins? It's definitely some vitamins. Definitely some medicine, that's for sure. Yes, sir, Dami. Hit the follow if you have not. Anybody on TikTok who's not following, make sure you hit that follow. I'll be your best resource all season. I can guarantee it. Uh-oh, it's about that time. It's about that time. Ooh, there's some good peeps left still. Oh, there's some really good peeps left. Nobody better snipe me in these next 2 picks. Because I just saw someone who should have been drafted rounds ago who's going to fall to me. And Life of Perks, what's your preferred spot to pick from? I don't really have a preferred spot. I mean, I like the 1st and the 12th because, like, oh man, Zach, damn it, Zach. I can't believe you, dude. I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you just did that, Zach. Show yourself, Zach. I know you're in the chat still on TikTok. Show yourself. Man, I can't believe you did that. You again sniped me again, bro. I'm not liking drafting next to Zach today. Man, that really got me too. I really thought that he was gonna fall. And yeah, Zim said it's vitamin 420. Hell yeah. Cali Jam said some phones, if you hold it sideways and put your finger in the middle, the draft board expanded, it zooms in. Okay. I'm gonna get you back for that, Zach. And Crispy, dude, you got Brooks and Dodson, man.
Well, obviously.
Cali Jam said it's even funnier he took Lloyd before him. Yeah, but I mean, I still put Lloyd up in the I think I have him as tier 2, but like all my tier 1 and tier 2 guys, like, dude, I mean, any of those guys, like, I'm okay having as my number 1, Like I just had to split it, like because I felt like I don't want tier like a first tier, like I don't want just tier 1 to be like the top 12 or like some shit, you know. There's like kind of like no thought like put into that. Amarin said Hulk Hogan would be proud, my friend. Hey, R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan. Okay, on YouTube, anyways, yeah. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. Woo! Hit that like button wherever you guys are at, especially if you're on YouTube, because I always forget that as well. Now that the game's over, I'm gonna put YouTube up. And Tegan said, "What a fucking legend! I appreciate you." Hold on.
I know all this, okay, but I do like hearing it, so go on. I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising.
That was the wrong one.
This is a real job. It's not like teaching kids. Can't get fucked up.
Kenny fucking Powers, man.
Listen here, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with some truth.
All right. Dude, how do we only have 800 likes on TikTok? Help a brother out. Let's get more. Let's make this the HBO special, the Help a Brother Out special. I'm going to keep packing the bowl. And Tegan, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that follow. Anybody here, if it's your first time, hit that follow. I will be your best resource throughout the season and in the preseason. I can guarantee you that. And I'll actually interact with you guys too and answer all the questions that you guys have. And Creighton, keep A-Chain or Lamb, already keeping Puka. I'd probably keep A-Chain then. I mean, the tough part is I feel like both guys get drafted pretty close to each other, A-Chain and Puka. I mean, A-Chain and Lamb. But yeah, I mean, it seems like the smarter thing to do to go wide receiver and running back. And NY Edits says, should I trade the 4-1 for the 4-12 and 5-1? I mean, you're talking redraft, right? There's going to be a fall off for sure, but you get 2 picks instead of 1. I mean, those 2 picks probably will outscore whoever you pick at 4-1, but there is going to be a significant drop, though. Is that a normal redraft league? Is it a dynasty? Yo, Ghost Monkey in the house. What up, bro? What is going down, Ghost Monkey? Normal redraft? I probably would. I mean, just because you get like the back-to-back picks. Corky said late round targets with volume. Sold a lot of picks. What do you mean? Like, how late is late round targets? Like, what are you talking? You talking dynasty? You talking redraft? And if you are talking redraft, how many rounds do you have? So I know what kind of like late targets you're talking. Okay, yeah, 6 rounds or later. I mean, just look at this draft and take 2 rounds away. That's what you can do. So start in round 8. Like here, Brian Thomas, probably a great like 5th or 6th round pick. Same with Parker Washington, Michael Wilson, Chris Godwin. The running backs, dude, JCM's going so late. Rashad White also going so late. Who else? Rico Dowdle going super late. Kenny Gainwell going super late.
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
And like the tight ends, I mean, that's the part that would be a little bit tough, but I know like Kelsey, Kittle, Likely, Strange. I mean, all those guys are going like so late. I mean, you're getting them as bench guys, you know? Uh-oh. What happened here? Got stuck. There we go. He said Godwin I like a lot at value. Yeah, for sure. He's going so late, man. And like especially with like Buka being banged up right now, like dude, he's gonna be the one in practice, who's getting all the reps with Baker. And I said not too worried about tight end, probably gonna punt. Man, don't punt the tight end, dude. Like that's the thing that's like the worst. You have to get a good one. Like, dude, like tight ends make so much of a difference. Like when you must start a tight end, dude, like you have to get a good one. Oh man, dude, the IDP just like went like crazy right now. Let's lock down Eric Wilson. Gotta replenish this queue for IDP. I was gonna try to get a handful of them. But dude, they fell off a cliff real quick. All right, queue replenished. Now I gotta check the offense, make sure I'm not missing anybody. And let me see. And Frizil, what up, bro? Said you run another one after this? Yeah, it's already filled, dude. Like today's filled like crazy. I mean, guess it was just a Saturday. I know people are in the drafting mood. Corky said no, first 4 picks, 1, 6, 7, and 9. Oh man. Wait, what? Why? Wait. What? So, and why are they like that? Like, what did you end up selling? Like, you don't have to tell me each exact trade or anything, but yeah, how did that all work out like that? Uh-oh, I just went on the clock in another league. Let me multitask here. All right. And Mally, you doing any mocks? Nah, I don't do mocks. I do $10 best ball drafts. So they will do you way better than mocks. That's for sure. Even if they're not your exact style of league, they still help you a lot better. Like because this is more hardcore than the league that you're in. I can for sure guarantee that. It's like for anybody who played baseball, it's like in the on deck circle swinging with the weighted bat. You know, once you take that weight off and then you do a regular league, so easy compared to this. Yeah, and the whole reason why I started these $10 drafts, it pretty much was for getting draft practice in July. Corky said keeper league, sold my future picks for players last year, won the chip at least. Okay. So who are you keeping? Like who do you have before the draft even starts? Because that part of it makes a difference also. Oh, only one keeper though. Oh. Nick Von B said, well, I was just checking in the Cowboys Seahawks game and I couldn't believe the Cowboys are up. Just say that I'm even living in Texas right now. Never thought our cardiac Cowboys would be leading. No, I mean, it's the playoffs, you know. I mean, it's the preseason, not playoffs. Cowboys wouldn't even be there. Corky Drake, man, the 12th. What? Single quarterback league? Like, why keep a quarterback? Like, dude, you need to keep a skill position with like as little picks as you have. so ugly. All positions are dwindled. Sean said Lemon or Brian Thomas, who to start. I mean, Mekhi Lemon's hurt. Has barely even practiced in the preseason. Like, that shouldn't even be a question. Like, nobody should even be considering starting Lemon right now. So, Brian Thomas Jr. Corky, my other keepers suck. My only option was Tet in the fifth, unfortunately. I dealt Etienne last year, for sure. Yeah, that's why I don't like keeper leagues, man. I'd rather it be full-blown dynasty. Cali Jam, it's definitely not the playoffs with the Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, we even if we see them there, they definitely ain't going to be leading. Corky said, I hear you. I may change it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, it's just full redraft and like, or just full dynasty, you know, like I guess it's because there's so many potential stipulations in the keeper leagues that like, I don't know. There's just so many different variables of just everything. Like, I don't even know. Like, some people keep the round, some people don't keep the round, some people, I guess depends if like it's an auction or like whatever. But yeah, some people, if you get him as a free agent, you can keep him as like, you know, one of your last draft picks or whatever as a keeper. So just too many of the moving parts, because I feel like a lot of people do it, you know, kind of for their own benefit, like whatever specific rules. Brown, come on, man, you can't let me have them. Can't let me have them. There's a 20th round and you don't even like them. Just needed to spot, and I don't like Sanders either. It was just going to be to do the right thing. That's it. Fine, I'll do that. That's better anyways, because I don't think Shador is ever going to be good, even if he does start. Anybody in the chat on TikTok actually like Shador Sanders or think that he's going to start? Because, definitely don't like him as a player. I think he's just so overhyped and always has been. And I was trying to tell everybody that last year. And some people are still on this Shador hype. And I don't get it. Brandon said no. Okay. Yeah, it was always overhyped, dude. You play in a whack ass conference. You couldn't even do good when you played against good teams. You were scared to play in the bowl game. Like, dude, like, just, yeah. And Cali Jam said, didn't he have 50 points one week? Bro, when he went up against the Titans, who had the 32nd, who were 32nd against quarterbacks, like, and like literally like every single person that played the Titans like had over 300 yards. Yes, he had a good game. I don't know about 50. Maybe in our format he had 50. Definitely not in the regular leagues, you know. But either way, it's so fitting that the Browns drafted him. Yeah, it's just, really dumb, man. Really dumb. Because if you go to the Browns, you're just you're doomed. You're doomed. Like they I mean, how many first round quarterbacks have they ruined over the last like 20 something years? Like it's like close to 20, right? Well, I don't know about first round quarterbacks over those years, but how many quarterbacks have they ruined? Like, dude, it's probably been like 30. And Brown said, I said last week I thought Shador would start. He said in second I was gonna do the Deshaun Shador thing on that turn. He said, you sniped me. All right, well, good. I'm glad we were on the same page, and I'm glad I was in front of you to where I could get Watson, because I think that Watson's gonna start. So at least we both got the guy who we think was gonna start. So hey, maybe it worked out better for us, because whoever ends up starting more games, that's who it works out better for, right? Hey, Evan in the house on TikTok. What up, bro? What's going on? You got perfect timing.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Yeah, nightly drop in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, I'm glad I got you, Brown. I just can't see or hear your reactions over there if I snipe you. So I don't know unless you put it in the chat. Can't believe we were both that much on the same page. And like I had to do it going that way because like if I do it going the other way, there's like so many picks in between that like he for sure would have been gone. Evan said, sorry, I haven't been able to stream longer. I've been on the grind. No problem, bro. What's your grind? What's your grind? I'm always curious what people do. Because I met a lot of people with a lot of interesting things that they do for jobs. Dude, Evan is going crazy with the tight ends. Took a page out of Cali Jam's book. Dude, Cali Jam's been going crazy with the tight ends lately also. I've been getting some here and there, but you guys have been like making a real point. Evan said working out and trying to make some lady friends. Hey, I like it, bro. I like it. Nothing wrong with that. I bet at the gym, I guess I don't know at the gym because it feels like I feel like, especially on TikTok, like specifically, it's always like, you know, the ladies are always hating on that dude. Wicks in the 21st round. Man, he just keeps going higher and higher. Keeps going higher and higher. All right, let's go there. It's and Evan and working. All right. I like it. I'm so glad that this gets to be the fun part of like my work. Smoking weed with you guys and doing drafts. It's fucking awesome. Hey, shout out to Easton for the follow. We got a draft going right now, but anybody feel free to ask your questions. Cali Jam, just appreciate the wicks in the last round months ago. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. Browns are really hype if you take him as the 20th as QB4. Well, it's because the Browns suck, but it's also like, I don't know, like everything coming out of camp is not about Shador, how he's going to start, you know? And it's also like just amongst like the 12 people drafting right now. Because I'm sure there's a couple people who like really don't want to draft him at all. I don't want to draft him. I've just, you know, I'll do the due diligence where I have to, where I'm just trying to make the smart move, you know? And who knows? It might, I don't think he's going to start, so it might just end up being a waste of a pick, right? I mean, really, it's only if Deshaun ends up starting, and I mean, who's also getting paid $80 million, by the way. Like, like, I don't know why you'd want the $80 million guy on the bench. Like, he's the more talented one. It's like, can you motivate him enough to play? But, you know, just get a nice masseuse on staff. I'm sure he'll be real motivated to play. All right. Let's smoke more. Dang, how do we only have 1,300 likes on TikTok? We should have way more than that. Matt said, if I take Gibbs at 1, what should my next 2 picks be? Wide receiver, running back. I mean, what is it? 12 man, 10 man, 8 man? What how big's the league? 12 man. Yeah, I'd be going running back, wide receiver. It's hard to know who's going to fall there. Because I feel like all the top 12 running backs will be gone at that point. So I feel like you're going to be amongst like the Brees Halls, Kyren, Javante, ETN, Scattaboo. Like you'll be amongst like those guys. And then wide receivers, man, I mean, you might be, I mean, Drake London, Nico, Neighbors, Pickens, Olave, Buka, Lad, if you jump, Rice, because those guys probably won't make it back to you on the next turn. So it's a good position to be in, but you know, you got Gibbs, but he's the only top 12 running back you're going to get a shot at. All the other top 12 guys will be gone by the time he gets back to you. Because, like, some of these leagues, like, dude, 12 man, like, sometimes there's 6 or 7 running backs going in the first round. It gets crazy. And Ollie, thoughts on CFB fantasy, college football fantasy? I don't watch college football, so I just wouldn't be doing that at all. And I don't like, you have to do it on Yahoo. Like, I just don't like Yahoo. Not anymore. Like, when it seemed like Yahoo was real innovative because it was like so much better than ESPN, like that's when I liked it. But like I think 2019, 2020, like that's when Sleeper finally started getting like a lot better. And at that point, I was already playing in like more than 8 leagues, so like Yahoo couldn't handle my my fantasy crackheadness, you know, at that point. So I just got off Yahoo and just went to Sleeper full time, man. Is Yahoo falling off big time? Yeah, Sleeper and ESPN so peak. Well, not ESPN, dude. Like ESPN hasn't changed shit like anytime recently, and like their default stats for not default stats, but their default setups for leagues are horrible. 2-week finals, all the shitty scoring. Like, yeah, I could never get behind ESPN because, like, dude, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about playing 2006, 2007, 8. Like, even then, I was already on Yahoo and like didn't want to play on ESPN then, and ESPN hasn't really changed anything like since then. Like, that's just another thing that's crazy. So I agree with you on ESPN. Oh yeah, it's agree with you, but ESPN is nostalgic though for me. Well, that's fine, and but we can't say it's peak because it's nostalgic. Like not right now. I mean, it could, you know, whatever years you think it was peak, that's probably when it might have been peak, but like not now. And Keegan, what up? How do you join money drafts? You message me on Sleeper. That's where all the leagues are that I host. And I got a bunch of money leagues that you could get into. This draft that I'm hosting right now, it's a part of a huge tournament. We draft every single day. There's fast drafts and slow drafts going on. Only $10, and there's a $10,000 first place prize for the tournament. And in addition to that, I've got $33 single QB leagues, $33 super flex offense only leagues, $33 guillotine league where the lowest scoring team is chopped and their team goes back into the waivers. I've also got some $55 leagues. Vampire leagues is $55. Vampire doesn't draft. Everybody else does. Vampire gets unlimited moves. Everyone else gets 1 per week. And if the Vampire beats anybody, they get to steal a player from that team. I also have a forced trade league, 2 of them actually, one Superflex IDP, one Superflex offense only. And every single week you win, you get to force a one-on-one trade with the team you beat. Any player from them. And there's a couple of stipulations in the whole like 1-for-1, but That's pretty much what it is. You can steal any player you want, and then you have to send a player back. Send a player back who's a starter. Hey, Corey in the house. What up, bro? Then what else? I got a WWF theme league where we draft wrestling characters, and I live stream a Royal Rumble, and the order you get eliminated from the Royal Rumble is the order of the draft. Super, super fun. What else? I also got a 3 quarterback league where you have to start 2 quarterbacks every week, and then there's also a super flex spot as well. It's only a 10-team league because, you know, if it was 12 teams, that's like more than like quarterbacks, you know, could even start. But so that one's one of my favorites because like everything is thrown on its head. The quarterback is like so far and beyond the most important position. It's insane. So that one's super fun. And then what else? I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, the auction drafts. Those are almost filled up. $55 auction drafts. There's a super flex offense only and a super flex with IDP. The super flex with IDP auction draft, I've been hosting that since 2017. No, 2018, because I won the inaugural year. Haven't freaking won it since, though. And Pula, would you rate my team? No, don't DM it. Just throw it into the just throw it in the chat, but just put your starters. Callie Jam said the 3 QB 10-man field. No, not yet. And there is one that I was planning on doing with IDP. We just got to get enough people. Like, that's the thing. You know, some people are just pussies when it comes to IDP. So I want to get the IDP one filled. We have 3 in so far. That's the one that I play in. And then there's 3 others in addition. So there's 4 total. There's 4 total 3 QB leagues. And Keegan said, tell me your favorite and how much, and I'll join. I love them all. So the ones that I'm going to be in specifically are, like, if you're a wrestling fan, like at all, ever been into wrestling, the WWF ones are super cool. But I would say it's either going to be the 3 QB league or the forced trade league. But the forced trade league, I will tell you, it's not for the faint at heart, because like there's going to be like 6 teams that are losing their first round pick potentially in the very first week of the season. So that one, I've coined it the Debo Snatch a Chain League, and it gets crazy. It gets crazy, but that one is fun as hell, especially if you get off on a little bit of a roll winning. And all right, Cali Jam, sounds good, bro. I'll get you that link and I'll send it to you right now. Yeah, that one's gonna be super fun. It is it's the Steamin' Willie Beeman 3 QB league. Wait, hold on. Let me do that right. It's the Steamin' Willie Beeman division.
My name is Willie. I keep the ladies creaming, and all my fans got screaming. You can defeat me, you're dreaming.
Yeah, and Keegan said, how many people is in the 3 quarterback league? Well, so if you want to do the offense only, the one that's the most filled needs only 2 more people. If you want to do the one with IDP, we still need 6 people for that one. Okay, we just had one of the dynasties officially wrap up the startup draft. I got to go add the taxis. $10 spots. And then 5 bench spots. And give me 1 second, guys. I'm doing some commissioner duties right here. I commission like 300 like leagues, so sometimes I got to handle these commissioner duties. Okay. And 2 picks in front of me. I see who I'm going for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, got my 5 already. Brown said, I think Jihad Campbell goes 1 round earlier every draft by the same guy. Me? Who took him? Where is he? Where did he go? Oh, Acro? Yeah, he loves them though. Yeah, I mean he drives the price up on Jihad and Knight all the time. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off in the chat? And Steve said, bro, I drafted Burrow, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Am I cooked? Well, you're cooked when they do bad. That's for sure. Keegan, how do I share a picture on TikTok? You can't. You just got to type it in. Yeah, and shout out to Keegan for the heart me. Oh, back on the clock. Let me check offense real quick. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Keegan throwing in the roses. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Chef Chunky, what do you think about Reed this year? Feels like I'm selling ice to an Eskimo trying to move him. Yeah, I mean, you can't move him. Like who wants him? But I would say that at like where we're able to draft him as like a bench player, like gotta love the value, but he's high ceiling, no floor, high ceiling, no floor. And Pula. Okay, here we go. T-Law, Cook, Javante, Lamb, Neighbors, Jake Ferguson. I don't like Jake Ferguson as your starting tight end. Flex in the bench, Burden, Tate, Brooks, Mason. How many teams in that league? Tell me that, right? And then I'll give you a grade. And Corey, what was your last question? Oh, I think I clicked it, but I didn't read it. My bad. In a single QB, should I try to get Laporta if I can and miss out on having someone like Brian Thomas or Godwin as my first bench piece, or wait on Kelsey? If you're kicking the can down the road, like I feel like Laporta is like a really good place to like stop kicking the can, because you're still talking about a top 10 guy. Yeah, you will miss out on a guy like Brian Thomas or like Godwin as like a bench player. That's okay. That's okay. Because like Sam Laporta is going to be a lot more important to your team at the tight end spot. So yeah, I wouldn't feel bad about that. And maybe you still do end up getting one of those guys in the later round, Apula said 12 man. Okay. It's probably like a B plus. Like, man, if you had a better tight end than Ferguson, like I feel like it could be flirting with an A minus. I'm really I'm really strict when I come to the grade, so I don't give a lot of A's. It's really got to be like you got like top 12 guys at like every position. And Crispy said, hey, you motherfuckers need to get on this train. We do weekly best ball every week during the season. Also, playoff drafts. He says, serious game over here. Yeah. Now that I'm going to be going live on TikTok a lot more often, these guys, they're going to be seeing it because we're going to be doing the drafts live. And yeah, man, we're going to keep you guys real entertained with these drafts. And yeah, they're $20 during the week, but so fun. So fun. And Alex G, 8 chainer, Chase Brown, leaning Chase Brown by a hair. Yeah, leaning Chase Brown just by a hair. Someone's trying to steal my third round pick. Yeah, this is where I should trade it for Kenny Gainwell, because I got Bucky in this league. All right, let's see what he thinks about that. Bucky for the third. And Luke, Gentry or A-Chain? That one's close. I mean, probably A-Chain, but it's like, it's so close. I mean, talking about those guys being like literally back to back, like in my ranks. Alex G said, well, good, because I drafted Chase Brown over him. Yeah. Better offense. Like when they get in close, like, I mean, he gets a lot of opportunities. So that's like the good thing. And I know A-Chain probably is too, but like, I bet Malik steals a lot of touchdowns from A-Chain, though. At least a few. I don't know about a lot. Keegan, so I've got Garrett Wilson, Jaden Daniels, Rice, Jonathan Taylor, Judkins, Bowers, and David Montgomery. That's solid. How many teams is the draft? And amazing something in the 74th round, team 5 selects. Keegan, it's a 10-man. I mean, it's really good, but I guess what sucks about 10 teamers is like they're all really good. So like the one thing that like in that 3 quarterback league, if that's the one that you end up deciding to join, like that one, like the teams might be a little bit even, but it's like it's hard to be stacked because like a lot of people, their first 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks. Like some of the offensive guys who are like first rounders, they're going like the second and the third round because everybody's going quarterbacks. Because nobody wants to get like left out of like having 2 good quarterbacks, make great quarterbacks, but like, yeah, a lot of people are really trying to get that third one as well. Keegan, you send me a message on Sleeper, and I'll send you the all the info there. It's FF Hustler 420. I'll send you the league bylaws first, so you can give those a read, see if you're cool with everything, and then if you are, I'll send you the link to join. And like I said, you could do the one where it's offense only. There's only 2 spots left in that one, or you could do the one that I'm in. That one, it's the one, it has defensive players as well. So a little bit more hardcore with the defensive players, but it makes things a lot more fun. And we need 6 more for that one. And amazing something. Who would you take in 3 in a super flex? I'm probably still taking Chase with that, especially if it's only, sorry, I had to make my pick. If it's only 4-point passing per touchdown, I'm definitely taking Chase with that pick, and I'll worry about a quarterback later. And Keegan, Sleeper Fantasy Football. Yeah, that's where the league is going to be hosted. And if you don't know how to, like if you're brand new to Sleeper, just let me know when you get logged in. I'll tell you like where to look so you can, I'll tell you where to look so you can find out how to message me. Cali Jam said, long came Cali Jam and throw that theory out the window. 3 QB, that is. Why? What happened? What are we talking about for that? What'd you throw out the window? The taking 3 QBs in the first round? Okay, yeah, sounds good, Keegan. Once you get it, I'll tell you where to point and click. J-Lo just for Bijan, Chase, and A.J. Brown, first 3 picks. I mean, that's solid, man. That's real solid. And amazing, is it crazy to go Burrow if it's 6 points per? No, it's not crazy. I mean, the reason why people are going so high in this is because it's 6 points. Like, that's another reason why. I mean, I don't like really say that to the TikTok people, because even like, just knowing it's a super flex, like, then it already starts to make sense. But like, that's why the quarterbacks are even higher valued here, is because it's 6 point passing touchdown, and it's 1 point for every 15 yards instead of 25 yards. So for the real hardcore people, I'll let them know. Okay, so Keegan, what you want to do, you want to pull up where you see, like, it would be like a league page. On the top left is your profile picture. You click that, and then there on the bottom right, there should be some type of like where you like create a new message, and then that's where you would type in my sleeper name. And I've already got sleeper opened up. We could keep talking through the chat here, but just let me know. Do you want to do the one that's offense only, or do you want to do the one that I'm in, the one that has IDP involved? That's the individual defensive players. Oh, and commissioner duty calls right now. I lock all the future league safe links because of what some shady people did this year. So it creates more work because I have to go unlock them when people are going to pay. Uh-oh. Let's see. I just got to trade. And Keegan said I'll do the offense only. Okay. And when I see your message, I'll send you the league bylaws. You can give those. All right, there we go. Bought Kenny Gainwell for 2/3. He wanted a second so bad. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And I said 2/3. Let's do it. All right. Cali Jam's in. All right. Got the bylaws copied. I see your message. I'll send them to you. He was trying so hard to get my second. I was not going to give it to him. All right, let me go push that trade real quick. And if anyone's looking to get into leagues, that was what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. People join in some leagues. And Devin said, I don't know how to add people on Sleeper. Don't worry about adding me. Just send me a message. And we can still talk right here. It is easier. And Z Borman, I'll join one right now, bro. So the ones today filled. There is another one, but it already filled. But there's 3 tomorrow. Cali Jams, that's a great trade for you. Yeah, for sure. And he wanted to get something from Bucky, and nobody was giving him anything. And I mean for Gainwell, and I'm the only. I had Bucky, so I would be the only one who really cares about Kenny G. And Z Borman said, every time I'm always too late. Dude, the way that you get ahead of it is joining the community on Patreon. It's Patreon. It's 420crew.com. I post the links there long before they're full. And then once you get into one, like, I post the links in the leagues every day. Yeah, if you're already catching me on TikTok, I mean, we're already drafting at that point, But yeah, join 420crew.com. You can join for free. I'd recommend joining at least as a $5 member, but you can join for free, and then you'll be involved in all the future leagues. You'll have access to them. And Keegan, did you see? I typed it in, FF Hustler 420. And Camino, I'm just built a whole new AI assistant that helps with leagues and non-standard scoring. Camino, tell me more. But yeah, man, I don't know about I don't know about this AI draft assistant because like people already suck at drafting. So like if the AI is getting information from people who suck at drafting, that's not gonna be too much of a help, man. I'm just being honest. And Ben, should I start DJing more over Christian Watson and Michael Wilson? Bro, we're not setting starts and sits for like 3 weeks. And Keegan, that's what my username is. FF Hustler 420. You'll see other ones pop up. Just click on the small one. All of them are me. But do that one. FF Hustler 420. It's the same as my TikTok name. All right. Where are we gonna go with this next pick? How many IDPs do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. I just sent you the bylaws. Keegan, give those a little read over. Make sure you're cool with everything. And then if you are, I'll send you the link to join. Ten seconds. All right. Let's go, Josh Sweat. So what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 IDPs. All right. I like to get 10 to 12, so we got a good amount. Lay low, Lyle. Sounds good. Before I do the grades, I got to go drain the main vein, and I got to refill my water as well. But I got you marked. We'll get your you'll be graded first. And anybody else who wants a grade, throw it in the chat. Probably going to be here for a little bit of the next draft, not the full draft for sure. All right. Sounds good, Brown. You'll be after Lay Low. And I might just play a song and go do go get my refill and drain the main vein now. So glad that next draft filled up because I need some freaking sleep and I would have joined it. All right. Well, good. It worked out. Then. But yeah, I appreciate you, Brown. You're the man. Yeah, I think what I might do, if you guys are down, on like the very like one of the like the opening day, Wednesday, I was thinking about for whatever 10 people have the most drafts, I would, well, not 10, the 12 people, well, 11, because I'll be one of those guys in the top 12. But I was thinking about for everyone who's in the top 12, me just paying for that entire draft myself, like you guys don't have to pay, I'll pay for it. And then, it'll be a draft with like the 12. I mean, I'll just say top managers because there's kind of no other way to describe it, but like the 12 people with the most drafts and seeing how that all fares out. But I know for sure would be, it would be you, it'd be Crispy, it'd be me, it'd be Laylo, it'd be K2 Pinson, it'd be Cali Jam. And that's all that I know for sure who are over 100. I still have to we're almost to 300. That's what I'm gonna redo or do the next update of managers. Yeah, Cali Jam said that would be messy. And for sure would be messy, dude. We're talking about the 12 people who's drafted the most in the tournament. So for sure would be messy. And there's going to be like so many drafts on that Wednesday. Like I really recommend everybody just don't work on Wednesday. Like let's literally draft all day that Wednesday. It's the 9th. Everybody take off work the 9th. Said if you're going to do a full day of drafts, I literally want us to wake up at like 9 o'clock, West Coast time, 12 p.m. East Coast time. Shit, I'll wake up earlier if like East Coasters want to do it that early. Like, dude, like, let's do it. I want to try to get 10 drafts in that day. And the only way we could do that is if we're literally drafting all day. And Crispy said it's going to be a snipe fest. I mean, that's what would make it fun, right? That's what would make it fun. Like, dude, because we're talking about like the 12 people who've drafted the most, and we all know who we like, at least to a certain extent, And that would be, and that would be like that day, that Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday the 9th, everybody just try to take off of work that day. Just don't even work. Let's draft all day that day. If they tell you that you have to work, just quit. And then like, the day after, just go back. And Crispy, like I'm like looking for guys, and Crispy drafted them like rounds and rounds earlier. Like, dude, what is your problem, Crispy? Laylo said Tony won't be a part of that.
Man, fuck Tony.
And Pearson, can you rate my 12-man? Stafford, Kyren, Etienne, Amon-Ra, Tyson, McBride, Henderson. So the person who makes the grade go down is Tyson for sure. Because like every other piece of that I like, even though you waited on Stafford, like I still think Stafford could be a top 12 guy with that offense, So I mean, I like that pick, even though that's your punted pick or whatever. But yeah, Tyson, man, he brings that down because he's your starter. That's rough, dude. Like, I don't know who you have, behind him as your backups, but I think because of that, it's going to be a B+. Like if you had someone better than Tyson there, it probably would have been an A- because it's pretty stacked. I mean, Kyren and Etienne, I mean, that's not super, super great, but like it could be so much worse in a 12-teamer. So you probably went Amon-Ra and then like those two, or you probably went Amon-Ra, McBride, and then Kyren and Etienne, or vice versa, right? That's what I'm assuming. And Matt said, what the fuck is this league? Man, it's probably a little bit too advanced for you, bro. Just saying. It's a $10 best ball draft. It's super flex with IDP. You're looking at the bottom of the board right now, not at the top of the board. So you're seeing a lot of defensive players. And yeah, we don't do team defense around here. Like my motto is fuck team defense. It's so lame. We do the individual defensive players. A little bit hardcore for some peeps, but once you jump in, like you do one or two of these drafts, super fun. And Memphis, would you trade JT for Ken Walker and Burden or no? Nah, I would hold. Foodie Sanchez, thoughts on taking CMC at the 104 on a 12 team? If you're drafting like within the next couple days, I'd say don't do it because I'd be too nervous. But if you're drafting in like 2 or 3 weeks, like just closer to the season start, we're going to be able to monitor CMC and like see what's going on. And yeah, if you're drafting like weeks later where we can monitor him, I'm probably taking CMC. Pearson said Romeo dubs, but Tyson has more upside. Well, not if he doesn't. I mean, yeah, he has more upside on paper, but like he's not healthy. Like they literally just talked about him potentially missing time and missing time during the season. And like him missing camp right now is like literally the worst thing ever for rookie wide receivers. So like, yeah, dude, like Tyson and Lemon, I'm not touching them with a 30-foot pole for redraft. And Healy, what are you thinking about Rice? I like him, man. I like him. People are going to let him drop. I will grab him. And easy pickings, 101, 12-man. I went Bijan, Bowers, Josh Allen. Thoughts? I mean, it's super good that you got like, 3 of the, 4 positions. I mean, you got your flex like in there also, but I mean, 3 of the 4 divisions, 3 of the 4 positions, you got a top guy. I mean, that's pretty dope. Like, I'm curious, who are your wide receivers and who's your other running back as the starter? And Maximilian Ladden Schmitty for Malik. Nah, I'm holding. Foodie said, yeah, I'm waiting until he gets the full participant practice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, yeah, if you're not drafting this week, I'm still taking CMC. If you're drafting this week, yeah, I'm probably not doing it because I'm probably be too nervous about it. And Doug said, net crack ready. Let's hear it. Got a little one there. Hey, TJ in the house. What up, bro? And Crispy said, damn, I still have another draft to do. Bro, we still got another draft to do. Still got another draft to do. Yeah, the next one starts in 30 minutes. And I already set the... Let me double check. Make sure I set that one up already to auto start. And yeah, we got everybody in there. And dude, I was surprised, man. MN Digger. He jumped in. I was super surprised about that. That guy's been a ghost lately. How many IDPs do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got 10. I can go anywhere with these picks. And any other questions, feel free to throw them in. I'm going to be here for a little bit. About to take a quick, get a quick refill on my water here and drain the main vein. Do a little multitasking. And all right, Keegan is in. And it is the 3 QB. It's the QB absurdity, and it's the Shane Falco. Dang it, I gotta get new league photos. And Crispy said Leo's ass. What? Who? Oh yeah, Leo Chinall. Chinall sucks. We gotta chill out on Chinall. Let's see. Is such slim pickings, but I see multiple guys that I still like here. Guess the question is, do I go 2 IDPs or just 1? I guess I'm going to give myself the chance for 2, and we'll see who's there at offense. Laylo Lau, Luther Burden, or Cortland Sutton. Well, in what context? Like, if you're talking about just like who would I draft higher, I'd still go Burden. I don't think I'm hating on Cortland Sutton as much as a lot of other people are. A lot of people are really, really hating on Cortland Sutton. And like, it should be even better now that Waddle's there, where he's not going to be the main guy and like the one getting the brunt of, just the best cornerback on the other team every week. Woo. All right. After this bowl, I'm going to go redo all that. I feel like Sutton is just a safe floor dude, not a big ceiling. Thoughts? Well, I guess it's just because like we think of Denver as like a run first offense always. I feel like Nick's, he might get a little bit like uncorked like this year, like we're talking about him going into his 3rd year now. They added more pieces to the offense, at least like a big piece in Waddle. I feel like the pass game gets a little bit uncorked this year. And so like safe floor, yeah, but I bet that there's going to be some games where he throws up 20, 30 plus. It might only be like 1 or 2 games, but hopefully him and Waddle just get the volume to where like both of them on random weeks could finish in the top 15. Obviously, not every game. They got a tough schedule, but still. Jim Sutton could actually be the guy with more receptions weekly with Waddle getting deeper work. Yeah. Also, Denver has Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, Marvin. Yeah, but I mean, nothing really special. I do think he takes a leap this year, so we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if you go back to like his rookie year, he really did good. But it was like then it became like bad quarterbacks and injuries is what kind of sucked. Here we go. Last pick. Sco Boys. Is that Scotty? Who is that? Who's Sco Boys? Brown's already booked a cruise with my winnings from this tourney. Said send them my drafts, and I checked it out for the down payment. I like it. And said 10-man, pick 5. JSN, George Pickens, AJ Brown, Terry, Javonte, Etienne, Rico, Montgomery, Marvin Harrison, Diggs, Kittle, Kelsey, Dak. Well, JSN for sure. AJ Brown, Javonte is 3, ETN 4. And then probably George Pickens. Yeah, there you go. Because I want to hear some of my Dynasty League trades. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go refill my water, and I'll play a song for right now. Just give me a few moments, guys. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Let's see. How about? Well, we're doing the tournament right now, so how about the tournament song?
Yo. The smoke, what's good, 420 crew? It's your boy Alex, the fantasy football hustler, coming at you live from the smoke-filled war room where defense actually wins championships.
All right, let's see if I got enough time. I'll be right back.
One pick at a time. And right now, we're deep in the super flex. IDP best ball tournament, the ultimate mashup where your offense gets super flex and spicy, and your defense brings the pain. Linebackers dropping hammers, defensive ends feasting, safeties balling out on your bench, automatically cooking. While you sit back, relax, and let the points roll in. We got these divisions are filling up fast. Cheech-a-chong Karate Kid, Rocky punching in no stats. You name it, we got it. Low buy-ins, massive upside, and a shot at that big payout. Whether you're an IDP vet or just getting your feet wet with the big boys on the IDP side. This is the league that respects the full game. So spark one up, lock in, and let's make some money. Crew, this is the Fantasy Football Hustler Podcast, where we talk Superflex, IDP, plus Dynasty and straight dominance. Let's roll! Welcome to the show! Let's move!
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Let's move!
Dang it, the song didn't last the whole time. All right. Cali Jam said, bring back the 5 wide. We need it. We need it. Okay. Lalo Lyle and Brown. Where's Lalo? Oh, yeah, he was 12. Here we go. CD Lamb. Or wait, sorry. It's not how we do it. QB, Stroud and Ward. Oh, man. Bro. Those are your top 2. Like, man, that's I got to give that a C. So C is down 3. All right, starting from a little bit of a hole here with the QBs, and I can't see the username. Someone said, can you rate my draft if I send it? Yeah, just make sure you follow as well. Running backs, A-Chain, Breece Hall, Warren, Manning guy. Man, it's either a B or a B plus. I think I'm gonna give it a B. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a B. And wide receivers, Lamb, Pickens. Oh, you got them both. Watson, Sutton. Man, this draft was just really good because, like, I don't know. I mean, shit just did not work out amazing for you at the 12 spot today. I'm gonna say a B plus for that one. So that still leaves you at -2, but let's see if the IDPs, if you bring yourself back. Will Anderson, Bond, Henley, Zaire Franklin, and Buda Baker. All right. And yeah, Marco says, isn't it past your bedtime now? Well, because what is it for you right now? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 8 o'clock over here. What up, Marco? I'm going to say Bond's the only A. Zaire Franklin, Henley, like B pluses. Well, I guess I'm gonna put Will Anderson at a B plus. He hasn't earned an A minus yet. And then Buda Baker's a B. So I'm gonna say B plus total. Put too much ice. So that brings you to a -1. 84 overall. Still a solid B. Marco, it's 5'11 over there. Whoo, yeah. 5'11. Early morning. And Boy. So I just did this trade. I gave a 27 first round pick, but that one might be the number 1 draft pick and 27 third round pick. And I got Hampton, 1 third round pick and 2 second round picks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you'd get Hampton for less than that. So yeah, solid. Twisted reflex, not 109. You going wide receiver or running back. I'm only going wide receiver if Amon Ra falls there. If he doesn't, I'm going running back and probably running back. All right, Brown squad. Let's see. Started off Dart and Mayfield. Okay. And Mendoza's not in the starting. I'll give that a B plus for like Dart's upside. I mean, well, Baker has the upside, like too. Denzel said, brother, how many drafts have you done so far? I mean, just for this tournament, I've done over 160, and then I've done like 30 something dynasty rookie drafts, and all the I've done 2 guillotine league drafts. Those are 18 teamers, and then and then we got a lot more drafts to go. And Aiden, rate my 14 man: Breeze, ETN, Tootin, Brooks, Igbuka, T, Nico, McBride, Chig. Who's the quarterback? Why is there no quarterback? And Denzel said, you're having fun though, eh? I mean, come on, man. Like drafting's, might be the most fun part. Because I'll tell you, managing weekly is not fun. A lot of that's like work. T-Lock QB, okay. Man, that might be a B plus for a 14 teamer, man. It might be. Twisted said, wanted to make sure I'm not tripping like Cook at 109, but would take him on raw. No, I mean, I think that I would take Saquon over Cook. I mean, but you know, I might be kind of alone in like thinking Saquon over Cook, but yeah, he's gonna have a big bounce back here, man. They got the best line in football still. It's gonna be a new offense, not the blah that they were running last year. And yeah, man, a lot of opportunity for touchdowns for sure. And I know the tush push might steal a few away from him, but I'm not worried about that. Because just like same thing where Josh Allen can steal it from Cook, you know, they both have that handicap working against them. We'll just call it that. And Denzel's, I respect it, brother. Hell yeah, man. I mean, but I've actually like turned this into like an entire business, you know. So like even this tournament, like I've been hosting it for 6 years, you know, this is year 6. So like there's multiple guys that have over 100 drafts for this. And you know, that's how fun it is though. Twisted Reflex at JSN just fell to me at 109 in a mock draft. Yeah, that's why you can't do mock drafts, bro, because you're gonna think like shit like that's gonna happen, and like it ain't gonna happen, you know. Like, I mean, could it happen? Have I seen it happen? Yeah, but like for a super flex, for a single quarterback league, like he's not falling to 109. All right, where did I leave off at? So Brown, B plus for the quarterback. Cook and Genty for the running backs. Scatabo, damn, you got him late. What is that, 6th round? And then Mason. I think I'm gonna call that an A minus. That's kind of tough, man. That's kind of tough. Marco said when you do a mock draft, you have to do mock grades. Yeah, exactly. Mock trades and mock grades. Cali Jam said you weren't live for it. I'm setting a timer right now so I don't forget about the time here. Setting a 10-minute timer. So the next draft starts in 15 minutes. Wide receivers. Flowers, Adunze, Parker, Downs. That's not too bad. It's just not that great either. I'm gonna call that a B, because yeah, it's really not bad, but yeah, it's not good. Like nobody here, I don't think is a B plus player. I think it's like 3 Bs and like a B minus or a C plus with Josh Downs. I think that's why I'll call it a B total. And so let's see. So what is that? B plus B plus B. Let's see the IDP. And yeah, keep hitting the like button on TikTok, guys. Once I get done grading this draft, I'm gonna read off those comments, and then Cali Jam. Yeah, I'm gonna try to squeeze in your team in 291 before we start this next draft. Sweshinger, Sherwood, Olakun, Cashman. But where the hell's your 5th? Man, you should have just taken your 5th to lock in a good guy. Man, Simmons as your number 5. And Marco, how many more drafts till the season starts? For this tournament, so many. Because we do at least 1 draft per day, and then there's going to be a bunch of slow drafts filling, and then on the weekends we've been drafting like 3 times per day. So yeah, man, I mean a couple dozen, I'd say maybe like 3 dozen drafts, maybe 4 dozen drafts. If we could get in 10 like I'm telling everybody, take off work on the 9th. I'm serious. Let's draft all day. If we do 10 drafts and I need to be in all 10 drafts, I'll be in all 10 drafts. But I want to do like, I mean, dude, we could do 10 a.m. East Coast time if enough people are going to be up for that. That's 7 o'clock for me. I'll get up to prioritize that day. But dude, I want to do it like literally every 2 hours. So like, I'm just gonna do it West Coast time because it works easier for my brain. 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 11, 1, and I'd say just to end 1 and then 2:30 just to play it safe. Like it would all start. The last ones would start at 2:30. Marco said the 9th. When's the season start? The 9th. That's when it starts. So we'd be drafting all that morning and all that afternoon. Every single year. Well, not every single year. The last 2 years, we've gotten in 4 or 5 drafts that last day. So like I want to get to 10. And Brown said I can't draft 5th IDP. When all the I mean, there's a lot of good offense that you got there. Like I'm not, you should have took the IDP over Shedeur. That's what you should have done. Like that's where it all messed up. Like, dude, taking Shedeur ruined everything if he doesn't start for you. Well, I'm just gonna say it there. Like you should have took the IDP guy there. Like look at the guys who are there, like who are actually gonna start and play and score points. Hell yeah. All right. Cali Jam said send in there we go. Send in through what's it called? Through Zelle. We're gonna get a fat dab going here. Let's go. All right. Okay. Well, I didn't even finish. So we'll say, dude, I mean, that would have been an A. Without Simmons, it's going down to an A-. It's going down to an A- because of Simmons. It's 20% of your starting roster there. So it was B+, B+, B, and then an A-. So up 4, 89. 89. Solid. Okay. Let me see here. Which one, Cali Jam? 291. Okay. Let's see. Where the heck are you? Oh, you had the first pick. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. I see. How many drafts is that for, Cali Jam? How many drafts is that for? And let me grade you now before I forget. I'll do the dab right after. Frazil, when you post in the wide receiver rankings, man, I'm hoping in the it's been so busy that I haven't even been able to like tackle it. But I would say in the next like day or two, I'm going to be trying to finalize everything. So let's see here. Baker, Danny Pesos, and Brissett. I said B- for that. Running backs, Bijan, ETN got him late, and Krosky. Oh, you're the man, Cali Jam. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I got to try to order some jerseys and stuff. Like I know I have like a couple that I was gonna throw into the like right before we what's it called? Like right before the season starts and do a big raffle. Yeah, I'm gonna be all the guys who've been throwing super chats through Zelle, you, TJ, and I know we've had a handful others. Like, yeah, you guys are gonna get your entries for that. I'm gonna say And Frazil said your rankings are for best ball too, not just redraft, right? Yeah, I mean, you can use them for both. I mean, there'll be something like I'm not a ranking slave when it comes to best ball because I diversify. But yeah, that's the only thing that I'd say is that sometimes I'll veer away from my rankings a little bit and maybe I'll take a guy who's like a little bit lower in my rankings randomly just to diversify. Man, this one's tough because I don't know. Like, is it an A minus or is it a B plus? Because obviously Bijan, I mean, is an A plus by himself, but like ETN's kind of like a B, and then Cross Key is like a B minus, I think, maybe even a C plus. And Michael said, where'd Kyren get drafted? In this draft, the one that is on the screen, Kyren got drafted in the 4th round. 4-2, right at the beginning. Okay. And all right, Cali Jam said B plus. Okay, I'll go with that. Make me the bad guy. Marcus said order some Pittsburgh Steelers throwback jerseys and the loser. That's a fantasy leagues will wear it all year. Okay, B plus for those QBs for those running backs. Wide receivers, dude. I mean, CD Lamb and Jefferson at the 2-12 and the 3-1, and then you got Garrett Wilson at the 5-12, and then you got Brian Robinson in the 8th. I'm jealous, bro. I'm jealous. That's I'd say that's an A. I mean, dude, I kind of think it's an A plus. I mean, you got 2 top 6 guys, in my opinion, and then you got 2 guys probably highest like in their tier or whatever. Like highest guy in their tier, like Garrett Wilson's probably like a tier like 2 guy. Brian Thomas maybe a tier 3 guy. As I'm kind of like doing this in my head. Dude. Yeah, it's insane, man. And let's see the IDP. Oh, this is the IDP. That's crazy. Campbell, Brooks, Schlesinger, Ernest Jones, and Landman. And yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of like an A plus, like also. Dude, so like that's up 8. Up 9. And then down 1. So up 8, dude. 93? What? I'm gonna have to restructure some of this, bro. What? Dude, 93? I don't even know, bro. You better mark that one down. You better mark that one down. That's one to keep track of for sure. All right. Oh, there we go. And timer just went off. Perfect timing. Here we go. Rush hour 3, baby. Jerseys are kind of ugly. Like prison. Like uniforms. Dang it. Sorry, Laylo. I just navigated away from the 291 already. Let's see. Laylo, you're in this one too, right? No. We got Dave. Dave's not here, man. Crispy. Papa Tex, Pathetic Stoner, that's Smokey, Cali Jam, K2 Pins, Ziggy, Hawk Fan, Evan, Baby Back Gibbs, and MN Digger. All right, everybody better get in here. 2-minute warning, let's go. Dude, Party in Vegas this upcoming Saturday. Dude, it's next week. I'm going to be live streaming a bunch of it, so you guys will be able to see a lot of the shenanigans going down. It is going to be a fun time. Brazil says, taking Loveland Warren at the 410 too early in redraft. Nah, man. Like, I know you said that league is going to be a 12-teamer. Like, bro, if you don't take him at the 410, you might get sniped before it gets back to you at the 5-3. Cali Jam, keep trying to do different things when Acro starts the QB runs. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, got to zig when others are zagging, right? Marco's still coughing like an amateur. Man, shut the fuck. That was a fat dab for Cali Jam, okay? After that super chat. Here we go. Draft is about to commence. Any questions? Feel free to throw them in. Yeah, Crispy.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
All right. Anybody who just joined on TikTok, feel free to ask some questions. We got a draft about to kick off right now. And while we still got a minute, go mark down Cali Jam for his paid drafts. Appreciate you, bro. And I'm glad that I'm on the opposite side. Glad I'm on the opposite side of you guys. Okay. What is that? Cruising progress. Is Bowers viable? Second round pick over Chase Brown and Hampton. Well, one thing that I've just learned as like, if you have a tight end spot in your league, I bet you if you go look through the history of that league, more often than not, the team that won has a top 3 or 4 tight end, like a really good one, not a scrub one. So if you don't get Bowers, I would just say really press hard to try to get one of those like top 4 guys, the second round, like it depends on where your pick is in the second round, because like if you're late in the second round and you got a quick turnaround, yeah, go ahead and do it. You got a quick turnaround, you can probably still get a good running back, with that next pick. But like, if you're at the beginning of the second round, that's a little tougher because then you got so many more picks, before yours. Hey, let's go, baby. I'm on Raw at the 109. Woo woo. Oh shit, K2 pins autoed. K2, get in here, bro. Hope he didn't pass out. I think he's in Central. Uh-oh, Evan too. Evan. EV. Okay. Yo, Crown Champs in the house. What up, bro? And you guys are going to be hearing something from Crown Champs. Well, like from me about Crown Champs pretty soon. He said sending some stuff in the AM. So Crown Champs, he's you got into one of these best ball drafts, right? Crown Champs. And he's going to be donating some stuff that's going to be going to the winner of the entire tournament. We'll just leave it at that until the stuff comes in, and then I can show you guys. But going to be pretty cool. Gonna be pretty cool. And Chris said, dude, why the QB at the 103? Said, what kind of jackwagon shit is this? Crispy, knock it off. Marco, Fields, Flacco, Richardson. Who would you draft in the fourth or fifth QB in best ball? Not Richardson, dude. He sucks, man. I'd really only draft Fields if I had Mahomes, and I'd really only draft Flacco if I had Burrow. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. Let's see who's gonna fall to me here at the running back spot. I got two guys in mind and only two picks in front of me. Let's see where to leave off on TikTok. Chris, please help me out. Should I trade CD and Dak for Hurts, Christian Watson, AJ Brown? No, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. All right, let's lock down Saquon, baby. Chris, I got the Devonta and Hurts stack. Sorry, guys. And Frizzo, I feel like people are hating on Saquon Barkley. I've seen James Cook and Genty going before him. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm higher on him than most, I feel. Because like I put him right behind JT. So I put him at 5. So like in the last draft, I got him in the first round, kind of because Amon-Ra was already gone. It's crazy that Puka dropped before Amon-Ra. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I drafted so quick. That's crazy. The guy EV's got to be stoked that he auto drafted Puka at the 110. He's got to be hella stoked about that. And Ed's pick 4, 12 PPR keeper league. Keeping Bowers in the second round, keeping Hampton in the third round. Nice. That's a solid start, bro. What do you know? Who everybody's keeping so far? Do you know like the options that you're probably gonna have at number 4? And Blake, is this third round reversal? No, this is a redraft league. I don't do for all the 12 team leagues for redraft. I don't do third round reversals. I do it for the dynasties though. Bijan and Derrick Henry. I just want a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You guys in or out on Derrick Henry at the end of the second, early third? Just thumbs up or thumbs down, everybody. Let's see it. Throw it in the chat. Thumbs up, thumbs down on Derrick Henry. Cali Jam up and away. Marco, I auto drafted Burrow and Olave because there was no draft pause in the slow draft. I mean, dude. Okay, dang. So I got to go pick up my wife actually pretty soon. So I'm gonna sign off here pretty soon. Next couple minutes. All right, so I got 10 more minutes and then I got to sign off to go grab her. Crown Champ said thumbs all the way up. Yeah, I mean, for that price, right? I mean, because people are going to be going like just real crazy. All right, we're going to get the QB here. And Blake question, I'm in a 12-team Superflex Best Ball redraft league with third-round reversal sitting at the 7 spot. League mate has 2 and wants to trade. Should I stay at 7 or move to 2? I'd probably just stay at 7. You get the better end of the third-round reversal unless there's someone you really, really want at the number 2 spot, because other than the first round, you have the better pick in the second and third round than the number 2 pick does, if that makes sense. So unless you really, really, really want to jump up to get like Bijan or Gibbs, like I would just stay. Because, yeah, you're going to jump up 5 spots in the first, but then you drop down 5 spots in the second, and then you drop down 5 spots in the third. It's not like you can't get good people with those, but, like I said, and then you kind of get the worst end of the third round reversal. Marco, when are you doing the Vegas drafts again? Next Saturday, August 22nd. I don't know if you can make any of them, Marco. The Superflex IDP starts at 5 p.m. West Coast time. And then the Superflex offense only starts at 8 o'clock West Coast time. So that one, I mean, kind of like right now. All right, we're going to lock down ETN. All right, I feel good about that. Got to lock down a top quarterback and a tier 2 wide receivers, or got a tier 2 running back. I mean, well, actually, tier 3 running back. But yeah, Marco, we got spots open in. There's more spots open in the Superflex IDP. If anybody's down for that who is not in, it's a $100 buy-in. It's a Superflex IDP. It's the Hustler Green Bowl style. So there's little like twists. Like you only have to start officially 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and then it's all flexes, and then the super flex, and then there is IDP. So I believe it's start 9 on offense and start 8 on defense at IDP. And Tyler said, how come they let Puka fall to 10? I mean, I picked Amon-Ra over Puka. I really didn't realize Puka was there. I might have taken him, but it's because of his injury like status and stuff. So, that's why. Marco said work schedule isn't out yet, so I don't know if I can make any draft. Okay. Dude, you don't have next Saturday's work schedule yet? When does the work schedule come out for you guys? Like, how does that happen? Who's hitting the like button over there? I appreciate it on TikTok. I see the likes flying. We're about to smoke a bowl right now because I'm about to get out of here and go pick up the wifey. Dude, and I finally got the car situation fixed. And not fixed, but I got paid out for my car, so I was able to go get me a new car. So stoked about it. Only had it a few days. It's got less than 100 miles. Not gonna have to do any maintenance for a long time, man. And that it's crazy because like I've came to terms with knowing I'm gonna pay more and that a car is gonna depreciate in like the first year or two a lot. Just because even driving it off the lot. But like, man, the amount of like headache of like having to not deal with maintenance like with how busy I am with everything. Like that makes me feel so good. That part of it makes me feel so good because the last like 1.5 years I haven't dealt with any maintenance other than oil changes. I did get a 30,000 service, which was bullshit because like I just got into that accident where they freaking hit me like literally like a couple thousand miles after that. And Marco said, "You're not the only one who asked me the exact same question." Said, "Not sure, not sure." My boss is, not sure what they're doing there, right? Like, what the hell? Like, dude, that's literally a week away. How do you not know when you're? How do you not know that you're working? Like, they should be at least a week ahead. I mean, I guess it depends on like how many people you got working, at wherever you're working, but still. Tyler said, "I got the 7th pick in my first dynasty draft. Do you have any advice?" Yeah, I would not. With the 7th pick, I'm not going running back. If it's not a super flex, I'm not going quarterback, obviously. I would be going wide receiver because wide receivers have the most shelf life out of, if you're just comparing wide receivers and running backs, I mean, way, way longer shelf life. So that's the big thing to remember is like, don't be going crazy on the running backs. You want to make sure that you get some good ones, and you want to make sure that you get ones that are better than serviceable for sure. But wide receivers is the bread and butter when it comes to dynasty. And your quarterbacks, I mean, I don't know how many bench spots you have, but your quarterbacks, you're gonna want to take a couple, because like things change. And also remember, most dynasty leagues, they don't even a lot of them don't even make it to year 2. So I'm not saying draft like it's a redraft, but like don't be afraid to take guys because they're older. Just get a good mix of younger guys and veterans. And Marco said, "How's Noble since the accident?" He's doing all right. Like I feel like for him, it's more shaken up like mentally than like physically. Like, dude, I mean, it's a little bit of both for me. Like those first couple days when I started driving, like I was getting freaked the fuck out. Like I just see like a white car like in like my peripheral, and I just like like all fucking shook up. But yeah, and like I'm gonna go to the chiropractor like next week also. Yeah, Noble's been at my mom's house for a week and a half. He's been down visiting her in San Diego. So I know he's having fun. He got to hang out with like my sister. He's hung out with like one of my cousins, older cousin, and she's so he's been hanging out with whole bunch of peeps. Man, I feel like I was gonna build evenly and go wide receiver, but running backs are about to like completely go off. Like feel like there's only one more running back, and then it's a full tier break, like beyond tier break. But yeah, so we'll see how Noble's doing when he comes back. I'm sure like everything that they've been sharing with me that they've been doing, I'm sure he hasn't been thinking about it much, but I don't know, like riding in the cars and stuff, who knows. Shout out to Tyler for the follow. After this bowl, I'm signing off. After this bowl, I'm signing off. Shit, I don't even have a charger in my car. My car's so damn new. Uh-oh. I just came on the clock in another league. Let's multitask. 3rd round. Running backs fell off a cliff quick over there. It's going to make the same 3rd round pick. I'm picking in the same spot. All right. And Ben, Gibbs or Bijan at number 1. I feel like you can't go wrong either way, but I'm going Bijan. Chris Petty about to be on in 294. That's the one I just picked in. I tagged Zim, but he's passed out by now. All right. Switching to mobile now. Okay. All right, guys. About to get up out of here. Anybody who wants to get into a league, whether it's these $10 drafts that are a part of the big tournament that I draft that we draft for every day, or it's just a regular redraft league, I have $33 buy-in options, $55 buy-in options. There is a $100 buy-in option. And yeah, I got a bunch of leagues. So shoot me a message on Sleeper. It's at FF Hustler 420. FF Hustler 420. It's the same as my TikTok name. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.